Good evening, everybody. It is August 4th, I think. I don't even know the date. How hilarious. And Brian and Tisha are, like you heard, in the process of getting everything situated in Florida because now they're whatever Floridians, I guess you say. And
that's not a real word.
It's like a made-up word, I think, but it works and we all understand. So we have this week's, I'm going to go over this week's promos, and then we are going to turn it over to Lauren, and she is just going to enjoy giving us some awesome information or whatever her topic is tonight. And then we will move on. But just so everybody knows that the size workout, of course, is flipping fantastic. My house loves it, except for me. I am very uncoordinated, okay? Like extremely uncoordinated. But I still try, and I love actually just watching my daughter enjoy it the most. But Size and Shakeology is on sale for a whopping $140, like the beginning stages of our promos. And then it is also offered with a Kickstart, which is just the Size, the Kickstart, which is a 3-day refresh, and Shakeology for $180. And then they threw in the Shakeology and the 3-day refresh for $140. So there's also a little incentive, which I got the FAQ number for you guys for the performance line, because if you didn't know, this month it's all free shipping. And also for the Team Cup, if you sell some of the performance line, you get a point. So I hope that y'all are still trying to get that performance line out there and the word spread too when you're talking to people. And I'm going to be honest, I've tried it all, and so has Anthony. And
I'm going to buy it all again.
It's amazing. It is a little costly, so it is an investment, but the stuff freaking works, guys. It's amazing.
Especially if you have the people that say, oh, well, I don't really drink shakes, and then you try to tell them about all the goodness that's in Shakeology, and you like go over and over and over again, and they still, I don't drink shakes. Hey, tell them about the performance line. The performance line is absolutely amazing, and it works.
But the FAQ is 2416. 2416. And you'll find out all the information on which product is what. The only thing it does not have, unless you click on the fact sheet, is the price. So do not hesitate figuring out that information. And
have you already talked about the cup?
I haven't.
I'll tell you what, guys, I get fired up for some cup.
Does he sound fired up? I don't hear it.
It's the cup, guys. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Every year, like, this is something where, like, it kind of drives you crazy, and you might be with people that maybe those people aren't doing much. Maybe you're the only one on your team doing anything. But the most important thing is that you are doing something. Every day in this business, you're battling with yourself and against yourself. So just keep going. Hopefully your team sees it and they drive too, but don't be afraid to kill it in the cup, because I have a couple guys and we're challenging each other every single day, and we're hoping to do well. And
I'm trash talking on the other end, just so you know, because we're on opposing teams.
Dude, she always does that.
And how would it not be fun if you didn't do any trash talking? Come on. But I hope that whoever's on the call that is on a Team Cup, which I hope is all of you, is talking continually to the people that are on your team, because you stay encouraged that way. And if it's no one that you've met before, you actually get to make some new people to talk to and to relate with also.
So the person who's speaking tonight, we got to meet while we were in Tennessee. Okay, and the first time that we actually got to see her was at some fake Mexican restaurant, because, let's be honest, it's Tennessee. Okay? And you know when you see people's Facebook profiles, you're like, oh, wow. And like you put a name with a face, and you're like, oh, that's Lauren Griffin. it's so nice to meet you. Like your head looks smaller in person. I'm just kidding. Lauren is absolutely amazing. As awesome she is in all of her posts, in everything that she does. I mean, she's absolutely just a joy to be around. She just gives off that constant, just love. You can feel Lauren's love. And obviously, some of her coaches and some more people felt her love this week, because I'm pretty sure, and I've just heard a little bird say, I think Carl Dykler called me or something, but somebody's going to be Diamond tomorrow. So we want to introduce the future Diamond, Lauren Griffin.
Yay! Thank you guys. That was so welcoming. I enjoyed that. It's really funny that I'm doing this call, because I don't know if you remember Tisha and Brian, but way back when, like one of my very first team calls, you asked what our goal for the future is, and I said speaking on a team call. So it blows my mind that, I'm finally here and I'm in this position to, share what I've learned, and I'm so happy to be able to do that. I'm excited.
That's awesome. And that was one of our goals also. And when you get to cross it off of your goal sheet, doesn't it feel fantastic?
Yeah, it's amazing. And it came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting it, but yeah, it's definitely awesome. So
timing is awesome. Yeah. Well, go ahead and start whatever your topic was tonight, and we're all listening with ready ears.
Awesome. All right, I hope you guys can hear me. I know we're all having kind of connection problems, but I am sorry in advance, because I'm going to be reading this off, so I'm going to sound robotic, but it's going to help me from rambling, so that's good. Anyway, so this topic, when I was trying to figure out what to talk about, it came to mind because it's something that I've always been afraid of, because I always thought that I was absolutely terrible at it, and that's the topic of leadership. I know it's like a huge misconception that you have to have a certain skill set, or you have to have this bold, assertive personality to be a leader. But what I found is that's the exact opposite. Anybody can be a leader, and all it takes is the passion and, a little bit of know-how. So I'm just going to share with you what I've learned from personal development and just kind of my experiences. One of my favorite authors, John C. Maxwell, stated perfectly, "Those who possess the status of leader often experience the frustration of few followers. And those who lack the proper titles may not see themselves as leaders, and therefore don't develop their leadership skills." And that was definitely true for me, because all my life, ever since I started working at 16, I was always told, oh, you're not the manager type, you're not the boss type. And that really stuck with me for a long time. But looking back and thinking about that, I'm really glad that no one thinks me as the boss type, because I don't want to be a boss. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be dragging people along behind me. I want to really lead. And I want everyone to know, listening to this call, that we are all leaders. We all have that innate ability to lead others, because leading is just influencing people. So I'm kind of going to go into the topics of vulnerability, confidence, willingness to put others first when need be, and the willingness, of course, to take action. And those are just kind of the topics that I found make a great leader. So the first topic, vulnerability, is something we've all heard before, because it's so important in what we do with connecting with others. Being a leader is not about being the best, the smartest, having the most challengers in your group, or having the most success club points. It's about being an influence. Leading is simply influencing others, and we do that every single day. When you brought Shakeology into your household and shared it with your spouse, and he and she was reluctant to try it, then they, saw you drinking it and how much you loved it, and they began eagerly drinking it too. That's just being an influencer. The movies we share about on social media and friends choose to see because we thought it was so great, that's being an influencer. That's being a leader. The more we share our story from our hearts, we truly want to relate with others, the more others will look to us for our guidance. Maxwell says, real leadership is being the person others will gladly and confidently follow. People trust us when we are vulnerable and share not only our success, but our struggles as well. Because then we are relatable. When people trust us, they are more willing to allow us to guide them and influence the choices we make. And of course, we all know that that's what it takes to sell these challenge packs or get people into our challenge groups or, begin these businesses with these people. They have to trust us. So that really leads into the next topic of confidence. When we share our stories and we share the way that we're vulnerable with our struggles, it really builds our confidence, oddly enough. Knowing our products, of course, and being able to speak about them easily will build our confidence, and people will feel that when we talk about it. So really understanding our products and our programs will really help build your confidence in the ones listening to you as well. And of course, reading personal development, we all know that's a big deal, so I don't need to talk about that. So when I came back from Summit, that was one of the major things, and I think that's what clicked with me, is that going through all these trainings, meeting all of these people and hearing their stories, it's just I had all of this knowledge, and it felt like I finally knew what to do. So Summit really changed my mindset from being just like a bystander coach to really getting out there in the forefront and being a leader. So I want to say that if you don't have your Summit ticket, or if you're not on the wait list, you need to do that. You need to be doing that now, because it is a game changer. And I've always been told that, and it wasn't until I was there and experiencing that it really clicked. So definitely be there next year at Summit. Anyway, so it gave me the confidence and it gave me the knowledge, and I could go forward with my passion and become a leader. And another thing, building your confidence means doing things that scare you. This call right now, when Tisha asked me to do it, I'm like, I wanted to say no so bad because I was so terrified, but I knew I would regret it if I didn't. And it's something I wanted to do. It's something that terrified me, so I did it. And I'm glad I did. So I heard at Summit, every Friday, make it your Fearless Friday. Do something that scares the crap out of you, and then once it's done, you're going to feel so amazing that you did. So mark that on your calendar to do every Friday. Okay, so the biggest thing that I've kind of found through reading and just talking with other people is that a lot of appointed leaders, they feel like they know it all, and they fail to really humble themselves. And it's not about putting yourself first. It's about putting your needs sometimes and your goals on the back burner. A leader is great not because of his or her power, but because of his or her ability to empower others. Another Maxwell quote. Give value to those you encounter every day. For example, meaningful chats with potential customers. When you talk to them, say, hey, how was your day? Really mean it, because people really and truly know and can feel if you're being genuine with your chats. So, when you're checking in with somebody just to say, hey, care about what's going on with them. Don't just let it be a chat about following up to see if they're going to, buy a challenge pack. Give your undivided attention to your spouse and give one-on-one training with your downline, because they are really going to feel that you care about them and you want to connect with them. You win people's hearts by helping them grow personally. And of course, winning the hearts, trust, and confidence of others so that we may influence them is what being a leader is all about. So again, what do you do with all of this? What good is a leader if you're doing nothing? Take action. Being a leader doesn't mean you wait until you have a huge team of your own. It doesn't mean that you wait until you have 50 challengers in your challenge group. You can do it right now, even with one challenger. All it takes is giving everyone value. So take your story and be vulnerable. Take your knowledge and be confident. And take your passion to help others and take action to propel yourself into leadership. All right, that's all I got, guys. I hope you got something out of it and that you'll go and take it and do something awesome with your business.
I can hear you from all over the house, and I was running around, I was getting kids squared away, and then I got them set on the dishes. I bribed them with candy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've been told I have a radio voice.
That's awesome.
No, that was a great call though. I'll tell you the one thing that really stood out. And I told Jennifer as I was walking by and I was listening, but the one thing that stood out to me more than anything else was just your confidence in what you were saying. I am a big person. I believe that 90% of what comes out of us when we start to develop is confidence level.
Yeah.
And how did your confidence change when you finally said, okay, I'm going to kick it into gear? What changed with your confidence level, Lauren? Because all of a sudden you just went boom and just turned it on and went.
Yeah, I really and truly, it was the trainings, because I always knew what to do. Of course, they tell you the vitals, but I didn't have a system in place, and I was all over the place. So sitting in all those trainings and just really hearing from the top coaches, it just clicked. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start planning. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my vitals every day. And I've been reading Darren Olean's book, The Super Life, and that's given me a huge just kind of storage of knowledge of nutrition. So I use that when talking to people about Shakeology, and that's helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, I had the passion always, but it really has been the confidence, merging those two and just taking action.
So what books have you read so far?
Right now I'm reading Darren Olean's, and then I'm reading John C. Maxwell, all those quotes from him. I love him. Developing the Leader Within You. So, well, yeah, it's backwards. But that one's a really, really awesome one, and really what this call is based on. Because, I mean, everybody's a leader, and we've all kind of had this misconception that you've got to be born a leader or you've got to be in this high-level position, but it's wrong. So, I mean, moms are leaders every day, leading their kids to better choices, or, leading them away from the violent video games, whatever it may be. So I really just want people to understand that they don't have to wait around for something big to happen for them to feel like a leader. Everybody's doing it right now, just being a Beachbody coach. So really own that and, do something with it.
You know what you just said right there, and I don't know if everybody actually grasped a hold of it. You don't have to wait around to be a leader.
Yeah.
When we really started to take off, there was we weren't top producers in Dare to Dream. We weren't top producers in Rocket Nation. And there was one day where I just looked at Jennifer and I just said, you know what, let's just do this. And every day we're going to be consistent. Mm-hmm. And with that consistency, we're just gonna keep going. And we didn't compare ourselves, we didn't do anything else, and we just went every single day. And then all of a sudden, that was when I started making all my stupid videos. And all those videos, I just started making them because they were just thoughts on my heart. But at that point, I just started making them going, well, I don't know if anybody considers me a leader, if they even care if I'm a leader or not. But I'm gonna lead. I'm just gonna go. And I really feel like how did Summit affect you? I like your videos. How did Summit affect you? Because I know when we came back, Summit was huge for Jennifer. When I came back from the men's meeting or the men's conference in Dallas, that was huge for me. What did Summit do for your mindset that just made you click and come back?
I mean, the question is what didn't it do? And there was no specific moment. It just kind of built every single day. It just built on top of each other. And you can ask Jay and Sarah and Leslie. I broke down the last night just because it was so overwhelming knowing that I was going to go home and I was going to make something of this. Just seeing all those people up there and knowing everybody else did it, why not me? Why can't I go home and do this? I know, I can't remember her name, but the coach from Canada who came to Summit last year as Emerald and came back this year as a 5-star Diamond, I was like, I'm going to do it, and that really stuck with me. And it's just, why not? Why not us? Why not?
I really like what you said, because that was one of the biggest things at Summit for me also, because I swear I cried the entire time. Every interaction with anybody, every meeting we went to, there was something in there that spotlighted that made me also realize, why not me? I'm just like these people, every average, everyday person who can do extraordinary things. And I was, once that hit, that was that. So I really enjoyed your topics of discussion, because what it does is it really hits the heart of the person. When we are vulnerable, we're putting ourselves out there, but it also, like you said, allows us to be more confident and fearless, which then drives us to actually do something about it. And that's exactly what we're all here to do. We have to be vulnerable, and then we have to find that inner confidence in our words, in our actions, in our deeds. And then it drives us to just keep doing it every single day. And so I think that your topic was just straight on point. And I look forward to re-listening to it again, because my kids are wonderful and they make noise. So
I talk really fast. So
That's awesome. Does anybody have any questions, like legitimate questions? This is our newest diamond. So if you have a question for how she pursued it, you can go ahead and type it right into the Zoom chat. Otherwise, I have to ask Lauren, because I like to ask this question. What's your next goal now? What are you going after next?
Oh gosh, honestly, I haven't even thought about it. Well, I want to build up my boyfriend's soon-to-be husband's his business, because I've been building up mine, and I didn't need his to go diamond, so I just kind of haven't been worried about it. But I would like to build up his, so he can start seeing that it's, checks coming in his name, but I get to keep.
Hint, hint.
Make him diamond would probably my next goal.
That's awesome. That's a good goal.
That is a good goal.
Don't forget to set a timeline for it.
Yes, I got to do that. I really like really and truly 5-star diamond by next summit is me and Leslie talked about it, and we're gonna do it. So, if one person can do it, then we can all do it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. I honestly, it really, really was awesome to meet you and to get to know you. And go away.
You make it funny.
But I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see where you go after this. That step of when you hit diamond and you feel that feeling, don't stop, girl. Just keep going. Because you all can already see the confidence, you already see the hunger. And I'll tell you what, guys, the nation, okay, when you see and you feel that hunger and you feel that self-confidence and it stirs up in you, that's it. You just take it and you run. You go and you go and you go. And you can't worry about the coach who's not responding. You can't, we'll shoot messages out to them. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. But then we keep going, and we keep finding more people that want to change their lives. And then as you keep going, you find people that they just take off. They just go. And it is. I'm so excited for you. When we read that last night or the night before, I did a little stupid dance for you in the house. I didn't want to film it because that would have been weird and awkward for everyone. It wasn't even like sizing it up.
I think I missed it. That's not right.
Nobody's seen it. You guys are lucky.
Well, Lauren, thank you for taking the time and being confident and strong in your words. And we all start somewhere. I write down the words also, so don't feel bad about reading it to us at all, because there's no shame in that game, girl. No worries.
For sure.
So
I knew I'd ramble if not, so.
Right? Yeah. But we all hope you guys have a wonderful night. Brian, Tisha, get situated in your house and have fun in the pool. We'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.